Guys for tuning in here on another episode here at Fellowship Trading and Investing. On my last episode, if you guys missed it, I just did a kind of a quick introduction of who I am and what this channel is going to be about and my vision for it. I did a couple day trade recaps that I had at the end of last week where I was really focusing on discipline and really striving just to set a profit daily goal, sticking to it, and executing it using a couple trading strategies that I've come to learn recently, moving averages, and of course I'll get to more in the future, more trading strategies in the future on next episodes. But as I mentioned in the last episode, this episode, I do have a swing trade idea. It's a company I've been looking at for a couple years now. Now I will, obviously, just disclaimer, any information discussed, this is for educational, informational purposes only. This is not going to be legal, tax, or investment advice. When I refer to this company and stock, I'm not indicating to buy or sell it, but it's just my opinion, again, for educational and informational purposes only. All right, so this company that I've been watching for a couple years, I've been kind of swinging in and out of, making good profits on, is UTI, Universal Technical Institute. Pretty much what this company is about. This is a UTI, it's a trade school. It's a trade program where they provide transportation, skilled trades, and a bunch of different key industries, health care industry as well. I'll get to how they got into that, but they offer welding, automotive, diesel, motorcycle, aviation, energy, maintenance, you name it, robotics even. So they offer a bunch of these trade programs for students that defer instead of going to just a regular 4-year university where you get your GE and then you major in a field or whatever. No, this is really specific on skilled trades, and they really focus on making sure their graduates get a job in a specific industry with a specific company right as soon as they graduate. So I actually have their investor presentation loaded on my screen here. This is as of Q1 fiscal 2025, which was actually not this current quarter, but last quarter. They actually have their earnings report next Wednesday, May 7th. So maybe by then we'll get an updated Q2 presentation. But we'll go ahead and get started right here. UTI right here at the bottom right. Next to it, you'll see Concord. So first and foremost, let me pull up the chart just to show you. All right, this is the live daily chart. It's Tuesday morning, April 29th. So when I first started looking at it right here about this time 2 years ago, it was trading about $6, $7 a share. These past 2 years, it's just been on an uptrend. Just crossed 30 and a half about 3 months ago. So right now it's trading about high 20s, kind of fluctuating between 27, 28. Okay, so most important reason why this has gone up an insane amount in a 2-year span is because this right here, Concord. So back in December of 2022, UTI acquired Concord Career Colleges. So at the time, before the acquisition, UTI had 13,000 students, 15 programs, 16 campuses across 9 states, all right? With the acquisition, at the end of 2022, Concord added an additional 8,000 students, 20 plus programs, and 17 campuses across 8 states. Financially, they're adding about $200 million in revenue. Their students had about a 72% graduation rate with an 83% employment rate. So like I said, they're really focusing on getting these students graduated and making sure they're employed with their skill right away. So this page here on their presentation, this is as of today, or well, as of Q1. But now, after the acquisition and as a combined, they have 32 campuses, and they're still expanding. Over 35 programs, 22,000 active students growing, and then about 4 out of every 5 graduates, about 80%, are employed within a year. So financially, this acquisition has led to tremendous financial growth. This fiscal year, they're guiding 810 to 820 million. I'm going to show you this page here where last year they were at 733. So this is about, I don't have a calculator on me, but about 12 to 15% annual growth for this year alone. Um, they were at 607 the year before, but you can see again, Concord added just about that $200 million in revenue from 2022 to 2023 with that big jump right there, 419 to 607. That's nearly 50% in just that year alone. All right, so the acquisition has proved to be a tremendous investment. Um, this page right here is more information on what the two programs have to offer regarding skills and trades. So again, UTI is more on the automotive, welding, aviation side, robotics, energy. This is more healthcare based. So these students are becoming PT, OTA assistants, um, RNs, medical assistants, dental hygienists, and assistants. So pretty important trades and skills that we have in our world today. So um, I have some research here in my binder that I've collected over the past couple of years, but UTI has relationships with over 35 leading brands that provide unique value proposition and competitive uh, and competition for school and students. So these relationships that UTI are partnered with and regarding these skills and trades include Ford, BMW, Harley Davidson, Lincoln Electric, um, Volvo, General Motors, Napa Auto Parts, and then most recently even Tesla as well. So UTI actually came out with a press release about a quarter ago, about a couple months ago, that at their Long Beach campus, and speaking of Long Beach campus, here's a map of all their different campuses and what the states that they're in. So a bunch here in Southern California, a few in heart of Texas, and a couple in Florida as well. So really high population spots. Memphis here, a couple in what is that, Pennsylvania. High population spots where there's a lot of access to these programs. Students don't have to travel; they don't have to stay away too far from home if they want to pursue it. So, but going back to my point, UTI Long Beach just added a Tesla Start Collision Repair program. It's a 4-month program. That way, it's a very intense program where students can learn um, specifics on repairing Teslas, and they can get employed with Tesla after they graduate that program, which is a great company, obviously. So um, that's just to name one of the many partnerships that they have, specific partnerships that they have. So one thing I also want to show you before we wrap up is, let me go back here. Right here at the bottom right. So it says companies expecting average annual revenue growth of about 10% through fiscal 2029. So as I mentioned, with this chart here, not only are they expected with their guidance to increase an additional 12% this year, but it's supposed to be based off what they're guiding 10%, at least 10% or around 10% all the way through 2029. So by that time, it says they're expected to have $1.1 billion of annual revenue. So again, they got a lot of room to grow. The reason, or the how they're going to do that, of course, right here, their little stepping stones: organic growth, program expansion initiatives, new campuses, right? So new programs like the Tesla repair program, like they even have a BMW program that they're adding. Volvo even back in October, they are UTI and Volvo expanded their manufacturer paid advanced training program. It's a 12 weeks apprentice program offered at a couple different locations. So the importance of that is it allows those techs, allows those students to get the Volvo's GIA certification level. So again, just stuff like that they're adding every here and there will lead to that growth. So, but 1.1 billion by fiscal 2029. So if we go back to the chart here, again, from mid to low fives, sixes, and sevens, all the way to over 30 and a half. And again, if they're guiding annually, financially wise, around 10% for the next 4 or 5 years, again, I'm not going to just take that information and do what you want with it. All right. So that pretty much just wraps up today's little swing idea that I have, and I have a lot more here in my portfolio that I want to share with you guys. Again, I welcome all comments. If you guys know of a company that you want me to see that you feel pretty bullish in, let it be known. if I have some technical analysis people that read charts and can state their opinion on what a good entry point or a good exit point would be specifically to this company, again, let it be known. Again, we're all here to learn and grow. I'm still trying to perfect my craft on technical analysis and using indicators and to do that to find entry points. So again, I welcome all comments, constructive criticism. We're all here to learn and grow together. All right. So again, thank you for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.